6 in Ontario. And butt ass cold, I hear. Cat's been trying to reach me. Hi, Cat. Oh. You look rather dashing in your uniform, Tom. My uniform? Well, like I said, breaking important worldwide news that only the favorite son-in-law of King Charles, Thomas Markle Jr., can bring to you. That's right. What do I call myself again? I keep forgetting. The Duke-in-Law of Sussex. That's right. Hey, Dad. How's it going, Charles? How you doing, buddy? We're still here, but we've got some important news on behalf of myself and the royal family. Since I am a member of the royal family, nobody else can bring you the news like I can, Dad. And, I just say that just to ruffle other people's feathers, Since Meghan Markle, married to Prince Harry, my brother-in-law, they're just going to have to get used to it. The best part about it, though, is like, those two are way more estranged now than me and Dad and Samantha are. Gosh, how does that happen? I just wonder. I hope everybody is having a fantastic day. It's a very strange day, and I want to get to that right now. So I posted some videos last night at the party, and it was too much rave music for me, too much dun, 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 dun. I just got sick of it. I came home, turned up the TV to drown out the music, and tried to sleep, but after midnight I got some sleep, but I just wasn't having it. But it was fun just to see the biggest celebration that they put on here every year for Sinulog. It's the Baby Jesus Festival. It's the biggest thing in the Philippines, and it's pretty spectacular. It goes 3 days. Actually, it goes for like a week, but today being the biggest day, where all of the provinces, which are small outlying communities and townships outside cities, they all have individual dance groups that compete once a year in this dance festival. And it's pretty incredible. The amount of work that goes into this is mind-boggling. It's huge. And today was the last day, so tomorrow is moving day for us. And we're going to be moving on to a different location. Just because, it's a vacation. Maybe it's a vacation, maybe it's not a vacation, but on to the next place, but that'll be later. So, I'm glad everybody's joining in. Oh, yeah, looks like I got 100 plus people in here now. That's awesome. Okay, Mega Gun, I love your uniform. Oh, okay, my uniform, yeah. How's that? Daddy 2.0, he sent that to me special. And I got another picture that, I think, either William or Catherine took the picture of me, but I'm actually riding in the carriage, the one that the Queen told Meghan to get out of because she was rude. But she let me ride in it, and the King let me ride in it. But I'll post that one tomorrow. That one's even way more cool. Let's see. What do we got here? Alrighty. I can't wait to get on my other equipment besides this phone. It's just really just doesn't work for me. Christy, morning. Cat, hi. Market Garden. Guten Tag, Thomas. Okay, Guten Tag. Guten Tag? Guten Tag? Okay, I'll play. Duke-in-Law. That's right. I am the Duke-in-Law of Sussex. That has a special ring to it. I think, it's actually kind of funny. All right, let's see. Surfers Paradise, Queensland. Hi, Diane. Living the dream. Yes, living the dream. Whooping some ass in the background. Mm-hmm. I see that. Kat, hello from UK. How are you? Good to see you too. Kristen Leesman, hello. Glad I could bring a little chuckle to you. So, Sonia, hello. So, Small fries mama. Hi, Thomas, hello. Claudia, smash that like button, people. Yes, we're not here for a long time. We're here for a good time. Like, subscribe, tell your friends about it. Hit that like button, leave awesome comments. This is the best new royal correspondent-in-law in history. That's right, royal news correspondent-in-law. It just gets better and better. Really, you know, why you gotta go there, okay? I gotta buy a new razor, okay? And you know who you are. Wham! So, this morning, while I was still in my birthday suit laying in bed, by the way, I was scrolling on my phone and TikTok's gone. And it really happened. TikTok is gone. And 9 people voted against 170 million people to get rid of another avenue of freedom of speech. And the reason why TikTok is gone is because they don't want you to have all that worldwide information that is only available on TikTok. Not only did they ruin the livelihoods and how much money? $135 billion or something positive income from TikTok to individual people just in America making a living, paying their mortgages, feeding their children, paying their car bills, paying all their, and they take that away because you can't say anything about it's not real or Netanyahu's a butt plug. Seriously? They want to just, Mark Zuckerberg made a massive, $25 million bid or payment influence to some people in Congress to get that other butt plug to write the bill to squash TikTok. 9 people in Congress squashed TikTok after 170 million people don't want it squashed. So what's happening here? You really have to ask yourself, what is really going on? All right? Not only did that guy who wrote the bill to get rid of it, not that he invested any kind of money a couple months ago in Meta or Facebook. No, he didn't do that. Not that a lot of other people didn't do that also. Those other platforms suck. You can't make a living on those other platforms. And they know that. So they want to take the money away from you. They want to take your mouth away from you. What's next? I mean, the United States is turning into a fucking dumpster fire. Literally. What is going on here? People in North Carolina. There's a guy on TikTok. Great channel. Chaotic 369 on TikTok. Well, you won't find him now, but yesterday was one of his last videos. And I got a lot of respect for this guy because this guy, I think he's on YouTube, by the way. This guy, Chaotic 369, he's a good man, and he's got smarts, and he does not hold back. He tells it like it is. Not only does he tells it like it is, but he does the work. He finds the information and he backs up what he says 1,000%. So he made his one last video yesterday where he was on a plane going to North Carolina, right? 4 months after that hurricane went through there, just to show people firsthand on his channel, because he's got a really big following, People in North Carolina still freezing to death, living in tents 4 months later, while nothing is being done. Nobody's helping them. Nobody's doing jack shit. This is the United States of America. The government, the FEMA government, giving them $750 to survive on and then nothing. 4 months later, American citizens, hungry, freezing their ass off, and no help still. The only help these people are getting is from local people helping them. And he went down there to make an example of this, which, God bless him, he's a good man. Just to point out. And so, not only that, but now they take away TikTok, but on top of it, Biden, dipshit Biden, right, goes and says, don't worry, California and Palisades and all you fire victims out there, you're 100% covered. Don't you worry about it. Immediately. I mean, I really don't know what's going on in this country anymore, or that country where I was before, but it's getting kind of creepy. I can't even believe that I would never even see this stuff in my day and age, but here we are. TikTok being banned, the rug being pulled out from so many people depending. I mean, I'm not talking about the cheesy influencers who get on there and make stupid videos dancing around and selling cosmetic. I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about everyday average people like you and me getting on there with a following, with enough followers and enough interesting things to say to where people listen to them, occasionally buy some products that they may point out or get advertised on their channel. And just like that, I have no idea. Zuckerberg tried to buy it. Elon tried to buy it. Mr. Wonderful from Shark Tank tried to buy it. Plain and simple fact, the guy's not selling TikTok. It's not for sale. So what do? They cut the cord. Anyway, it was just really disappointing. And I just want everybody to really open up their eyes. Anybody who's been around for a while, as long as I have, or, in their 30s, 40s, and 50s and stuff, you guys know what I'm talking about. We've seen some pretty serious changes, and it's only going to get worse. It's not getting any better. And it's not getting any better. I don't know what the hell's happening. But when you can send $500 million every week to go kill innocent people in Gaza, women and children, and burn them alive just for a land grab, honestly, excuse me, allegedly, in my opinion, of course, this is just stuff that I see on the news and Al Jazeera and stuff like that on regular news. I'm not saying anything different. And you can continue to send hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars to other countries just for a mineral grab that's over there by somewhere in between Russia, somewhere in there. There's other people that are just, I have no idea what's going on in the world. It's becoming really, really, really disgusting. Not only can you do that every week for It's Not Real owns Congress in the United States. That's no joke. That's just plain fact. Everybody knows that. They're all bought and paid for. And that's the only reason all this shit gets pushed through. And gosh forbid you say anything bad about Yahoo. TikTok will take your video down. Everybody will take your video down. You can't say anything bad about It's Not Real at all. I mean, I don't have a problem with that. I have a problem with the hypocrisy of never again. Okay, as far as I'm concerned, that son of a you-know-what can go stuff it up as you-know-what, because hypocrisy and elimination, repeating itself and saying never again, that should never happen to any race anywhere on the planet ever again, is a complete sack of shit lie, right? And it's all for beachfront property, land grabs that are going around all over the place right now, including Pacific Palisades. It happened in Hawaii. It's just happening everywhere. And it's just mind-boggling, and nobody seems to get in trouble for it. Nobody's held accountable for it. And we have no say in anything anymore. So that really just put the icing on the cake this morning when I saw that TikTok was gone. Really just another low blow to everybody. Slap in your face. There's not a damn thing you can do about it. Shut up, go back to work, and we'll tell you when you can breathe. And that's how it's becoming. And it's really, really creepy. So, I don't really have to sit there and go, on and on and on about it, but I just don't get it anymore. I have no idea. Trig, Northern Ireland. Yep. A lot of good things come out of Northern Ireland. There's a pretty good army up there. Oh man, let's go Eagles. All right. Mel Hope, retracted message, living the dream. Tell your chickens about it. Oh, who did we? Oh, what is this? Somebody with a whole bunch of what is that? Oh, he must not like what I'm saying about it's not real. What's with all those middle fingers? Wow. Huh. Yeah, some people just don't get it, but I never signed up for tax dollars. What? How many hundreds and almost billions of dollars? I never signed up to send money over to the IDF to go burn little children alive and kill them and back them into a corner and say it's okay and then bomb them again. I don't know what kind of sick bastard would ever sign up for that. All I can say is, Yahoo's going to end up in a pig pen somewhere eating pig shit for the rest of his life for karma, and therefore he should, but we're not going to get political. But that's all allegedly, in my opinion, by the way. So, yeah. All right. So, hey, Tom, Susie. Hello, Susie. What did you think of that Christmas card? Your niece is very tall for 3 years old. Yeah, and they look exactly the same as last year. It's amazing. Those kids must be on some really, really good vitamins because they don't age. They look exactly the same for 3 years in a row now. Mel Hope, have they got children? Cat Space. Ooh la la. Patty Smith, hello, friend. How are you? Good. How are you? Do you need mods? Okay, there you go, Cat and Phil. You got my back. The Church of Jesus Christ. Chat, I did an all-nighter. Same. Can you, hi, Star Cat Space. I talked about this on my podcast last night. Pat is trash. Go Birds, baby. Leo was hidden by living the dream. Leo Linderman, yeah. It's not a racist thing. It's a fucking hypocritical thing. It's bullshit. It's for money. It's all lining Congress's pocket. It's no secret. Israel, it's not real, pays everybody in Congress $250 a year minimum to push their shit through. It's no secret. But we're not going to get political on that because everybody knows. Everybody knows. And I don't want to hear any shit about, Palestine being kicked off their own land for hundreds of years now. So, yeah, Israel's the oldest oldest country that ever started in 1948. And it's no mystery to the entire planet. It's a mystery to Israel. And that is it. They started in 1948. The oldest country starting in 1948. So blow that out your rectum. Anyway, is what it is, La 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 la. TikTok, yeah, TikTok. Man, it's just too bad. It's temporary. I hope it's temporary because, and there's ways around it too. You know, you can always get a SIM card from another place outside the United States. You can go to Canada, Mexico, da 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 da, and go get a SIM card, another phone, and have your TikTok right back again. Will Trump save TikTok? Who knows? Have no idea. Malloy House Chaos, thank you. I hope so. YouTube is being invaded. But see, YouTube's still a great platform, though. You know, I mean, you've got opinions may vary and stuff like that who just never are gonna get it right. You've got people like that on every platform, but YouTube's pretty good. You can, you know, as long as you mind your P's and Q's, and you can do pretty good on YouTube. I, on the other hand, I am in all favor of getting rid of Zuckerberg and his Meta platform all across the board. Instagram, Facebook, it's garbage anyway. You can't make a living on Facebook. You can barely the only people making a living on Instagram are super high paid influencers or ads for companies selling things. Instagram doesn't have millions of individual, normal, everyday run of the mill people like us that just I don't make a living on Instagram. You know, my stuff's been hacked. So from day one, I think I have I've always had 7,000 followers on Instagram. I've never been monetized on Instagram. TikTok, I think TikTok I've had for almost a year, not quite a year. No, not even a year. And I have 800 followers. 800 followers on TikTok. I don't make money on TikTok. I feel horrible for all the people who just lost all their livelihood making a living and making ends meet on TikTok. But YouTube, I mean, if you work your ass off on YouTube, you can do okay. I mean, you can make a few $1,000s a month just by making videos. And whatever types of videos you make, you can, there are people making small fortunes on YouTube. But as far as Facebook and what is it, Instagram, and then he's got one other one, Threads or something like that, I would just dump them, because these are the people who lobbied to get rid of TikTok and freedom of speech and free speech on TikTok. These people. I mean, the owner of TikTok said it's not for sale. Mr. Wonderful tried to buy it. Elon tried to buy it, and it's not for sale. And, in one way, I'm happy he stuck to his guns, but, on the other hand, stick it to Zuckerberg. Watch his stock go in the gutter. He wants to try and control everything. It's just not fair. Hopefully it'll come back, and hopefully give people back their platforms. That getting rid of TikTok, it reminded me of Harry and the Aspen Institute, right? Which God knows how much money he funneled from Archwell into there to control what people say on the internet. He wanted to silence people on the internet. Him and Meghan don't like anybody who talks about them. And everybody knows that. Everybody who's on YouTube knows damn well, God forbid you say anything bad about Meghan and Harry. Oh boy, the Sussex trolls and their big, they come after you and da-da-da-da-da, But, funny thing is, you get a couple copyright strikes, they take your channel down. All you got to do is report them. So, yeah, pretty easy on YouTube. I know somebody who's got a couple already, and one more, the thing goes bye-bye. 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 Bye, Felicia. But, Meghan and Harry and, I guess that side of the fence or whatever, I'm not in agreement with anyone. I'm not a Biden guy. I'm not a Trump guy. I'm a neutral guy. I see both sides of the fence on everything. I objectively look at everything, and I find my own sense out of everything. And it's just, I'm not going to agree with anything, but when you sit, he guy I was sitting on the airplane with, I was going to Italy. He was a special mechanic for he was a mechanical engineer on on oil rigs around the world. The guy made a lot of money, and he told me a story about how things get chipped away at without you even noticing. And this was quite a few years ago, and now I remember exactly what he was talking about because it all makes sense. If you sit there and slowly like take one thing away, people bitch about it, right? But they eventually stop bitching and they go back to work. They do their job, la 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 la, they get over it and they get, then they take another something a little bit away, but they take a little bit at a time. Moral of the story is over time they take quite a bit before you sit there and you just like wondering what happened. I have no overtime, I have no health care, I have no this, my pay is lower, I don't have any benefits, and you're still happy bitching about going to work, but you still go to work. It's very, very creepy, and I think that's really happening right before our very eyes, not only in the United States, but many other places. So this TikTok thing just really just hit home this morning and really made me think that we're all in a lot of trouble. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know how to get it back, but I know in 200 million people versus, 500, it's a no-brainer. There's got to be something that people can stand up and do about this, you know. I wish if Megan were here, she could help us. She could she could run for president and she could put an end to this all tomorrow. Wouldn't that be funny? Ooh, okay. Yeah. So no more politics. We're not going to do that. And, you just don't do that. Um, it's a very touchy subject around the world. All we can do is just be good little citizens and stay out of politics. And it's scary. It's just scary, you know? I just don't, all we can do is just go to bed and hope for the best. Wake up in the morning and start the day and keep going. So, but, I've never really gone, I've always, talked about other stuff. So no more, we'll just stay away from that whole subject there, YouTube. All right. Gotcha. 10-4. Check. Mm. But, maybe, maybe a bag of green apples and a photo op and back grid and some live news coverage somewhere, maybe on like down in Washington somewhere in front of a big building. Yeah, my sister could make a difference. Oh man, I highly doubt it though. You know, she is really just, going above and beyond. She delayed her premiere for her Netflix movies. Whatever it was called, Life with Megan or something like that. But at least she delayed her next flop, so maybe that'll buy her some more time. Vanity Fair, all over them. Fox News jumped all over them today. The neighbors in Montecito labeled them again as the most disgraceful, villainous neighbors you could ever have. I thought that was wonderful. Oh, let's see. And, Megan shopping her divorce book around. That's kind of weird also in itself. I just know there's just one big circle out there that just keeps wiping each other's butts. And it's disturbing. It is disturbing. It is disturbing. Oh, look at that. Ooh. Somebody just gave me a fat tip. Who is that? I can't see. I'm on my phone. I can't see, but thank you, whoever did that. I can't see who that is. Thank you so much. That is incredibly generous. This BlackRock had a bumper. Oh yeah, we don't want to talk about those Blackstone companies too, because you know, yeah, all that stuff. Here it is again. Get these little flag warnings. I don't even see them, but the moderators do. And thank you guys for bringing that up and telling me, because normally I don't even go into that kind of stuff. But when you just have to be so careful of every word that comes out of your mouth, whatever you're talking about, because somebody's always listening and somebody doesn't like it all the time. What's next? I know what's next. Walkie-talkies. You know what's next? Maybe everybody gets rid of social media. Maybe everybody all of a sudden one day decides, I've had enough of this. I've had enough of the smartphone technology. I've had enough of these phone companies downloading AI into my phone without my consent on every single app. I just got this stuff on my phone that Apple AI just infiltrated every app on my phone without my consent or permission. They just did it because Apple AI wants to learn everything about every app, every photo, every word that comes out of my mouth, and store it for their own benefit. For what? God only knows. Maybe someday people are going to wake up and maybe I'll just go get a flip phone that doesn't have smartphone technology. Because all I really need a phone for, I suppose, is talking to people. Would it be the end of the world if people couldn't do videos anymore? I don't know. But it seems to be wreaking a lot of havoc in the world. All this stuff. So, I don't know. We've seen some serious changes. I've seen some serious changes. We don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen. I just want everybody to just be the best person you can be. Love your family members. Hug your family members. Tell them you love them. Make friends with everybody in your neighborhood. Okay? And I would highly suggest, just for the hell of it, with all the weird shit going on in the world right now, and I do mean weird shit flying around over every city, everywhere in the world right now, and you're not going to hear it on regular news, but you're going to hear it in other places. And it's real. So, I don't know what's happening. I have no idea. This is all just crap flowing out of my mouth like I'm, just talking about nothing. But never did I think that I'd ever have to actually think about storing a few hundred gallons of fresh water. I never thought I'd have to do that, or thought about having to do it, or dry goods enough for me and my family for 6 or 8 months or 10 months or a year. I never thought I'd have to do that. And the thing about it, there's a guy called the Canadian Prepper on YouTube. And there's another guy there, I forget his name, but it's always good to have, because one of these days, what if you needed it and it wasn't there? And the other thing is, I do know for a fact that all the stuff that we put in our mouths to survive, like we rely on, I think they call it, what do they call it? Nutrition, that we put in our mouths to survive. I do know a lot of weird shit's going on with that. And I do know a lot of stuff is being manipulated and being banned, or recalls like you've never seen before. And I don't know what to think of it. But what happens one day if you actually go to the store and there's not too much to buy? And then you go to the store the next day and there's nothing to buy. And what's going to happen if, just for instance, if a man goes to the store because he's got several children at home that are very hungry and starving, and there's no food? What is that man going to do? Obviously, everybody knows what that man's going to do. He's going to feed his family at all costs. So where's he going to go? He's going to go to the house next door, on both sides, down the street, wherever he's got to go to take care of his family. I don't know if anybody can see the problem with this, but this could be a huge problem. I mean, the things that keep happening all over the United States that just keep getting brushed under the carpet like they didn't happen are just getting kind of scary. And and usually I'm here just making jokes and talking about, funny stuff like Megan's toes, right? But this TikTok thing this morning was just really creepy, Hi, Thomas. Gertie Rude has been attacking you on her channel. Who isn't attacking me? Just like, and her community page, apparently you're, Megan is for, when criticize you. You know what? Well, these people, right? So this is all they have. Here again, this is all they have. I got sent videos yesterday of that certain one channel that just is dying for attention. Every time I make a show, every single time I make a show, she's probably recording me right now to get another copyright strike on her channel. Go ahead, take my material, post it like it's yours. Do it. Go ahead. I'm just going to make another strike against you. So these people just like, oh my God, Tom Markle speaking his mind. So they build their YouTube channels on the fact that I talk about things that I'm allowed to talk about, like my family, right? My family, not their family, my family. So it's actually kind of pathetic that all these people talk all this shit. All these people they have nothing better to do, but that's okay. That's what YouTube's about. And I suppose they'll do anything for likes and they'll do anything for this and that. But as far as like hurting my feelings, that's impossible. They can sit there and they can talk, and they, if they want to slander me to the point to where it's legal, we can go there too. So they can shoot their mouths off and bury themselves, and then we'll take it from there. I do have some pretty good backup now, so it's okay. All right, what do we got here? All right, opportunity actually do look alike. Right. Thomas, Trevor, what's up, buddy? Oh, I got you. Hold on. Did you want to come on, Trevor? Where is that? I can't find it. No, I don't know where it is. I don't see it. Anyway, yeah, it's just, I'm all for cleaning up my language and being a little more respectable. But as far as like the old shows and comedy and stuff like that's never going to go away. I'm just venting about TikTok because it really just threw me for a loop. So, hi Jen, how are you? Good to see you too. Thank you, appreciate that. I use TikTok. YouTube is my only social media. I'm glad you're here. Yep, Scott, nail on the head right there. These other social media platforms are just getting kind of weird. Like I said, YouTube. They threw me a warning. Somebody pointed that out to me, and I got the warning because I never talk about stuff like that. And I get it. I understand it. It's a touchy subject for everybody. Everybody's got their own opinion, and they're entitled to it. I piss people off when I talk about certain things, so it's just best not to go there. But comedy, slapstick humor, Megan's big gnarly feet and toes and toe jam and raptor toes and nappy, yeah, that's always going to be funny. And the fact that, she can't do anything right anymore. So, is what it is. Meta and Twitter are bad. Yes. Wow, we've got some serious people in the house going off tonight. And I do want to thank you, Trevor, and I do want to thank other people and Kat and Living the Dream. and all these awesome supporters that just, just have always been here. Guys are awesome. So, and we're not going to talk about those other things anymore, people, but it's just, you can't, it's the elephant in the room. You have to say something, but it's a touchy subject for everybody, so we're not going to do it. We're not going to talk about, politics, or him or that or whatever, but we can talk about how people, regular, normal people, are taking it in the shorts without a say-so. And that's not good. So we'll leave it at that. Oh, so today was the last day of the Sinulog Dance Festival, like I was telling you about earlier. It's the biggest festival in the Philippines. On pretty much every major island in the Philippines. Every island and everything has like hundreds of provinces, like small neighborhoods that are outside cities, and they all have dance groups. So every year there's 40 or 50 dance groups that practice all year long to compete in a massive dance festival, all based around baby Jesus. And it's really incredible. I will be cutting up some videos that I've been taking a lot of videos. It's an amazing display. Very cool. And today was the last day and the competition, and very loud. You can't even walk in the streets here. But tomorrow's going to clear out. Tomorrow's moving day. On to the next place, and on to more places to make more content and get more set up. And what's up, Babs? How are you? Hello. I'm not from TikTok, by the way. I'm there. It's not about the national security. It's about the business. Upset people, rub the wrong feathers. I was just talking about some things that upset me, or just did not look right. So you know what? Just take it with a grain of salt. But we're not here to hurt people's feelings or to start arguments or anything like that, unless your opinion may vary. That's a different story. I'm not going to give any more credit to that, but that's kind of funny. Yeah. So, like I said, I've never monetized on TikTok. I just see the value in TikTok for hundreds of millions of people, and it's just sad to see it go, because a lot of people lost their income overnight, and a lot of people were making ends meet on TikTok. So, yeah. Anyway, so let's see. Shay Tube, I am new. Okay, welcome. It's the frog in the pot. You slowly. Oh, yeah, yep, that's right. It's exactly what I was saying. It's the frog in the pot. You slowly turn the temperature up, and they don't even know. And then poof, frog lake soup. Anyway, I hope everybody's doing good. It is Sunday, where I'm at anyway. And it's the end of this festival. It's winding down, and tomorrow's a very, very busy day for me, moving, getting in a new spot, and having some new studio background, having some great locations to shoot, and making more steps towards getting back to the regular show and making funny videos again. But anyway, whatever it is, it's not about either party, because there is no party as far as I'm concerned, and we're not going to go there. Both of them worthless. But love you guys so much. Titles and tiaras. Oh, thank you so much. Hey, I'm going to miss you on TikTok. Okay, so there's somebody who appreciated my funny posts on TikTok, which that's what I use TikToks that's what I used it for, making funny posts. That's all. I never made a nickel off TikTok. For somehow, I never grew on TikTok. Like I said, I was on TikTok for almost a year with 792 followers. I thought it was funny, but I was okay with just posting my stuff and getting 50 likes or whatever, or 10 comments, but it was fun, and a lot of people had fun doing it. That's what I got at TikTok. So now I'm gonna have to find the way around and go get a SIM card from a different country and get my TikTok back. So that's how you do it, folks. You can do TikTok, just get a different SIM card from a neighboring country, whatever. If you're in the US, go to Canada. If you're in, go to Mexico, get a Mexican phone, get your TikTok back. All right. But anyway, we have got I'm just wondering, I cannot wait to read all these deleted messages and redirected messages. We got some pissed off people in the house. That's why you don't do politics. But that's why you never say anything that bothers you. God forbid you say anything that bothers you. Everybody gets butthurt. Wow. Anyway, love you guys so much. Thanks for tuning in. I will, I think the next one I'm going to post is where the king let me take the carriage out for the afternoon right down Buckingham Palace Lane, and only the Duke-in-Law of Sussex, the favorite son-in-law of the king, is only allowed to ride in that carriage now. Meghan and Harry got kicked out of it, and they're no longer allowed to use it. So that's going to be my next post. Love you guys so much. Appreciate the likes and subscribes and everything. You guys are awesome, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye.